Hi everyone, June here from Red Daisy Crafts. So glad to be here today. It is Sunday, February 2nd, and we are going to work on some alternate projects with the January Paper Pumpkin Hearts for You. And it's a really beautiful kit. I'm sure you've seen lots of alternative projects out there, so I really thank you for taking time to join me today. Or if you're watching the replay, thank you for taking time to check in and see what I have to share for you today. So before we dig in, I want to just do some of the housekeeping before we go. So I'm going to put this down to the table. So I do want to just remind you that we're in the subscription period for the February Paper Pumpkin, and it's the Hello Spring is the name of it. That subscription period will end on February 10th. The comments say plant the seeds of happiness with these lovely garden inspired cards. So there's 9 cards in the kit, 3 of 3 different designs, pre-cut pieces, bronze foiling, accents, unique spring themed envelopes. So they kind of look and behave like a seed packet. And the colors are really beautiful. So perfect for spring. So basic beige, bubble bath, lemon lime twist, lost lagoon, old olive, petunia pop. Those are really beautiful colors. So, and petunia pop is the, currently it's an in color, right? And it's also the Stampin' Spot. So we haven't had a Stampin' Spot in petunia pop before. So if you're wanting to get that, that's another great reason to grab onto this particular month for a subscription. I have all the information below on how to subscribe with me, and I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator if you don't have one already. The February Paper Pumpkin Kit is also going to coordinate with Grow with Love. The bundle has really cute dies, looks like a little gift card size die. I don't know that for a fact, but that's what it looks like. And then there's some really cute plant images, and then also die cut images, and some cute labels that die cut. And that's going to coordinate also with the Timeless Plaid. Now, currently, the Timeless Plaid is unavailable. I don't know when that's expected back, but wanted to kind of show that to you. And also let you know that this bundle is $56.50. When you spend $60 right now, you are eligible to get a free item from the celebration group of products whenever you spend $60 before in the US before tax and shipping. You can select an item from the celebration area, and that DSP that we used last week, and we're going to use it again this week from the Bloom Impressions, that is one of the items. So if you want to get that, this is one way to do that. So again, links are in my description if you have any questions about that. So now let's dig in to our alternates today. I think I have some fun things planned. So our first item is a card, and we're going to do a little bit of a fun fold card. So I've already done some trimming just to kind of save on the time. This piece is 5.5 by 8.5. It's scored at 4 1/4. And I have cut the front, each side of the front in 1 1/4 inch. So this is 1 1/4 inch. This is 1 1/4 inch. And so we're just going to burnish this down, the score lines, and make sure that this is folding properly. Let me get up here and make sure I'm in the camera. Just want to make sure we get this folded right, because when it has these different flaps, sometimes it's a little harder to, you know, it's easier for it to come out crooked. So just making sure that those fold down, and then we're going to do this middle one as well and make sure that it's lining up properly. So right in between those two. Perfect. All right. So this is going to be the fun fold part. Okay. We are going to actually glue these 2 panels down to the card base. Okay. And then this one will flip up and be that, this will be where we write our sentiment. I don't know what the name of this fun fold is, to be honest. If anybody knows and wants to share that, that is great. But I just wanted to let you know, I'm not sure. It's probably some kind of flap card, but that's kind of the piece there. I still think this center piece is not exactly the way I want it. So I'm going to see if I can get that straightened out. There we go. There we go. Now it's folding very nicely. Okay. It's just when you have these pieces cut, then it can kind of make it hard to do. All right, so I have a couple pieces here already cut from the card kit. So I have 2 pieces. They're 1 inch by 4 inches. And once we glue this down, these are going to go right on the side here, like so. And again, these are going to stay glued down. The center piece is what's going to flip up. Okay. And then I have a piece here that we'll put in the bottom of here, just to kind of decorate the inside of the card where you would write a sentiment. So thanks for joining today. Please say hello in the comments and chat with me. I would love that, and look forward to hearing how you are doing, how your weekend's going, all the things. So thanks for joining. All right, so my glue of choice is always the multi-purpose liquid glue. And again, like I said, we're going to go ahead and glue these flaps down. And so you don't need a lot. Just want to make sure that, one, I'm in the camera, right? And that you're just getting it lined up properly when you glue it down. So we're just putting a little bit on here and then gluing that down. There we go. All right, so that's what we have there. The next thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and put our strips down. Now this is from the card base that came in the kit. And you can see I stamped on the other side of it. Last week when I was making the card, I was using that to kind of test it. So test some of the stamps and the colors. And so now we're using the right side of this to be a part of this card. So just again, these are 1 inch by 4 inches that are going on here. And just putting these down, kind of leaving that frame around them of the white card base like so. And then I'm going to add this right down here like so. And it's just to provide a little decor on the inside of the card base, okay, for where you would write your sentiment. All right, so I'm just lining that up. So just smooth these out. Very nice. All right, so now we're going to decorate the front of our card. And so I have a piece of that DSP, the Bloom Impressions, it's called, from the celebration. And we're going to use this side of the DSP for the front of the card. Okay. And this is basically some variations of shaded spruce, which is, you know, one of the colors in the card kit. Is that right? No, I don't think it is. I think I have brought it in. So it's one of the colors in the DSP. Sorry for that, but it does coordinate well with Real Red, and you have the different marbling variations in here, and so I think it will look very nice. I also like that it brings a little bit of spring into the card. And I guess I squirted some glue out up here. So I'm going to use my glue eraser and go ahead and get that off of there. If you don't have one of these, I highly suggest it. I got mine off of Amazon. And if you have any questions about that, just let me know in the comments and I would be glad to help you locate it. But it is on Amazon, and I think it's actually called a glue eraser. So, okay, so now we have our card. It flips open like this. Very fun. And I have 3 elements. So we are using the dies from the, what's this die set called? Spring is in the Air, the little quarterly die set. And we're just bringing that into here for, I got, it actually makes that heart die. It cuts a white heart out of the center, but it also makes this piece as well, which I love it when dies do 2 things for us. So I think that's wonderful. So there's a cut line here and the cut line around the scallops. So very handy. So we're going to use these elements. This is one of the dies from the card kit, and this is one of the dies also in the card kit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of tilt this, and it is going to go off the green of the shaded spruce piece that we put down. It's just gonna, I'm tilting it a little bit. Okay. Actually, I think I wanted it to go this way, is what I decided. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this down with some of the multi-purpose liquid glue, like so. And it's going this way. So it is going off the edge here a little bit of the edge of the shaded spruce, not off the edge of that flip piece, but it is kind of close to the edge of that card stock edge. Okay. And then we're going to bring this one in, and it's going to go a little bit tilted the other direction, and it's going to pretty much fall off on all the sides that it is hitting. Okay, but it still also stays within that flap, and I'm just using a very little glue on the edge of here to just get this down onto the page, the card front. Okay, and that's gonna go, so I want it down here, And then we're gonna just bring it in a little bit. There we go. So just a little bit tilted, okay? So I don't know if you can see that there, how it's hanging off the edge, but it's not hanging off the edge of the card, okay? So there we have that. And then we're gonna bring in the gold foil heart. And this one is going to tilt a little more in the other direction, but we're going to use dimensionals on this. Okay, so I'm just getting my little mini dimensionals because they fit nicely on the back of here where the solid hearts are. And we can put a few of these on to put this down. I probably don't need this many, but it'll hold it securely. Okay, so that's going to go right on here like so. And I love that this little red heart is just all by itself there, popping out. Okay, so we are going to take off the back of these dimensionals, the adhesive backing. Okay, and we are tilting this more so. Yep, there we go, like that. Okay, and then I have the little gems here, and I think it would be fun to add a couple of these on here as well. So let's just let's see where we want. So we'll put one down here, and we'll put one up here. I think we'll put it right here, and then one right here. So just a little triangle shape there. Okay, and that is our front. Okay, and so I'm not putting any message on here, just this is the card front itself. I thought we would stamp on the inside of here. And so let's see, I haven't picked anything out yet, so I wanted to see what will fit, but I think you have my heart. I think that's the one I want to use. That looks like it's going to fit very nicely in here. And I thought I might use that kind of outline of a heart to go behind it. So if I were to use that, I could put the heart down with real red, and then use shaded spruce to put "You Have My Heart" on to the guard itself. So I'm just getting my blocks and my ink here. And what do you think so far? I really love this card style a lot. I think it's fun, kind of surprising sometimes when it doesn't always open all the way. And so let's see here. We're going to do the heart in the real red. All right, so let me just get this all stamped up. As a matter of fact, let me get my foam mat here. All right, so now let's do this again. Looks like we got good coverage. And I'm going to kind of put it off to the side a bit, like so. That looks good. And then set that aside. Let me grab my shaded spruce. Here. And get her sentiment inked up. And we'll put this right over it. Like so. Hey, Susan, thanks for joining. There we go. you have my heart. So that's what that looks like inside. And that's our front. I think that's so pretty and really a simple card. And we just really added a white card base and the DSP and the basic white that was used to die cut the heart. So the rest of it came from the kit. You could easily change out the green, the shaded spruce piece. You could use the other card base in the kit and do the same thing. You would still need a card base of basic white and some basic white to die cut with, but essentially we're using a lot of pieces from the card kit. So lots of fun. I hope you like that. The next thing I have for you is a little bit of fun. I've been trying to think about what I might give or make for like coworkers or a neighbor or somebody like that. And I thought about making a banner, but I decided that it really would be fun to have a little individual kind of hanging thing. And so I kind of came up with this idea, and I'm using elements from the kit, but I've brought in the DSP, the Bloom Impressions DSP. And again, I'm using that shaded spruce piece, but on the other side is this floral piece, and it's so pretty. Okay, and so I wanted to bring that into the front of the card, and so we're going to use that to accent our plans here. And so we have some things to do before we can move forward, but I want to just kind of show you. So we have the little tab that is a sentiment piece from the card kit. We have, again, the foil heart piece, a die cut from the card kit. These are the negatives from the card kit, the one sheet that had the little hearts that pop out. I have a piece of basic white, and I have this DSP piece that we have from the Bloom Impressions. Okay, one of them has holes cut out, but that's just so that I could show you. It'll make it easier so I can punch them out as we go along. What we're creating, though, would be perfect for a card as well. So I want to show you that here. I have a little card, a piece that is basically a card front. Okay, so I'm going to show you, like, once we make this, how you could just use it on a card front. So in case you don't want to make a little hanging treat, I think that is the plan. So we have some things to do. I'm bringing in this ribbon that I believe this is a newer ribbon that's available. This is Petal Pink, and it's called Scalloped Ribbon. It's really, really beautiful and soft. Okay. But what I want to do is make it match because I want to use it for the hanger. And so I just kind of tested and played with a piece here. So I'm going to use some alcohol markers to make a piece that will allow us to tie our little hanger treat. And so I'm just cutting off a little piece here, and let's go ahead and do some coloring. And I just kind of drew some lines on here, but I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different this time. So I'm gonna keep it a little bit less crazy looking, I guess is what I mean. So almost like some stripes. So I have 4 colors. So then I have 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do another kind of variation. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And that will get me through. So I want to do this now because I want to be able to let it dry fully before we get there. Now I'm using, okay, this was dark shaded spruce, and it is the Stampin' Blend. So this is the alcohol markers. Okay, and so now I'm coming in with the Flirty Flamingo, and this is the light Flirty Flamingo. So I am just coloring over this. I didn't really have a color of ribbon that I thought would be the best. I thought I could have used some gold cord or whatever, but I just didn't want to do that. And it's always fun to learn about different techniques that you can use. And so one of the things that I love about some of our ribbons is that you can change them to whatever color you want if you have Stampin' Blends. So now this is the light shaded spruce. Okay. And we're gonna finish off this end with that. And now we just have to do the dark Flirty Flamingo on here. And I like these colors together. They're fun and definitely have a spring feel, if you ask me. So this is, I think, the last one. I think we got it all. And so there's our fun ribbon that we'll use to tie our little hanging piece. Okay, so I'm just going to set it aside for now to let it dry, but you can see it'll dry really nicely and it won't take long at all. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is on these little hearts here. I'm not sure how many I will need, but I am going to use the dark Flirty Flamingo to color one of them, and like so. And then one is going to be done with the light Flirty Flamingo. And then one I'm going to do with the dark shaded spruce. And so we'll just set those up here also so they can dry. But that's a great way to use those extra little pop outs hearts that we have in the kit that a lot of people would probably just throw away. But this is great. Okay, now we need to do some stamping. Okay. And we're going to use this little sentiment flag here, and we're going to use the sentiment You're My Favorite. I think the sentiment You're My Favorite can be used in so many ways. So I just think, it could be for a friend, it could be for someone, very, very close to you. But I really do just love it. So it doesn't want to fit on there. I need one of these. Oh my goodness. Yes. All right. So we're going to use the real red. Is that what I just, no. I want Flirty Flamingo, so I'm going to use a marker because I think it'll just be easier. And I'm just getting my marker out. I think that's it. Yeah. To color this in. And what I might do, no, we're just going to stick with the Flirty Flamingo. All right, so I'm just taking the brush end of the marker, because you can use that like a stamp or an ink pad. Okay, and I'm just inking my stamp up. Okay, I'm just making sure I go over it real good and make sure I get everything, because it's a little bit hard to see, to be honest. And then I'm gonna huff on it, and then we're gonna just get this right on here, because this one is very snug on this this tag or banner itself. So you're my favorite. So fun. Yep. You're my favorite. And it's so snug. All right. And then also for this, we're going to use the word love. And we're going to put that on the back. So let me just get a different little block out for this. I think I have to put it on here diagonally. There we go. There we go. All right. So again, just using the Stampin' Right marker. You do not want to use the Stampin' Blends on your stamps. They will stain them for life, and they are not intended to be used like that. It doesn't work. I have tried it, in case you're wondering. All right, and so we're just going to put, actually I'm going to put it right in the center, like so. Love. All right, and then I think that's it for right now that we need to stamp. Yeah. Okay, so I think we have all of our pieces now that we are going to use to put together. So the first thing I want to do is take my little banner piece that I'm going to glue on, and I'm just going to, oh, I had a feeling this might happen. We're just going to have put this little banner piece down at the top. And it's right at the edge. So I'm just making sure we have it right at the edge. Okay. And like so. Now we'll put this one down. Now, if you pay attention to this at all, these are little grasses in here. So if you put it on upside down, nobody will probably ever notice it. But there is a direction to the paper. So just FYI on that, if you get this paper and decide to make a project similar. So this is going to go on this one. Like so. So now we have like a little top and a bottom, you know, to hang, you know, something from. Now I have a hole punch right here, and I don't think we sell this anymore, but this is like about 1/4 of an inch hole punch. But this is how to make it simpler for me to see and get them all working right. And then also, because although the punch can go through 2 pieces of DSP, I didn't really want to be forcing it, you know, during a live and stuff like that. So, okay, so this is our little piece like this, okay? And now we have our heart, and this is from the kit. So this paper has Flirty Flamingo in it. It also has the shaded spruce, And so I was thinking I'll just use this little fun heart on here. Okay. And then we're going to probably just be covering it up for the most part with our foil heart as well. Just like we kind of did in the last one. All right. And so even though it might feel like that doesn't match so much, I think it works out just fine. And so we'll put this down, the marble piece with glue, and then we'll again do this one with some dimensionals. So let's do that. Okay. And so, and you can turn these any direction you want. You know, if you really want to tip them or not, like I'm putting this somewhat up onto that edge up there, just, you know, I'm trying to like take up a space in a sense, right? And bring the elements together. All right, so I have our little heart here. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of here. To put this down. So I'm put one here. I don't think I'm putting as many on this one as I did the other one. And then take these covers off. All right. And so here we're going to put this right here like that. All right. And so that's what we have so far. Cute, isn't it? Very fun. All right, so then we're going to put this little banner across here. All right, and so I am just going to put a dimensional right here and maybe like a little bit of glue on this edge. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, very little, okay? And then I'm going to grab a dimensional and put it on this edge like so. And then I'm going to bring this in right here. Okay. And that's going right there. Okay. Very fun. All right. So you can see this when you put the alcohol marker on the ribbon, it makes it very stiff. Now I could play around with this and loosen it up, but I'm really okay with the stiffness. And so now I'm going to bring this through here, like so. And see if I get this one so I don't have a bunch of twisting going on. And I haven't quite decided. I don't think I intended to put a bow. So I am just going to do a little knot here at the top. And then that just goes like that. Okay. So that we have our little accent up there. Now, if I want to add to it, I could always bring in some linen thread, or even that flirty flamingo, like cotton thread, you know, or whatever, if I wanted to add to it, but I don't feel the need. What I do want to put on here is some of these gold sequin hearts. And so I'm going to move that aside. And then I do want to add one of these onto here. And so I think I want to put one of these like right down here on top. So I'm going to get my glue dots for that. Okay. And we're going to have this here like so. And we're just putting it right up here on the foil at the bottom of that sentiment. Okay. All right. And then I want to grab some of these sequin hearts. Got a lot of things over here to put on. So let's just put one right down here. Okay. And then grab another little smaller one and put it right. I can get it in the right direction. There we go. And then the tiniest one we'll just put right up here like that. And that's our little hanging piece. Okay. Now, on the back side, this is where I thought, oh, this is so cute. I can make it so that you can write a note, right? And this could be like a little Valentine even. And so we're going to glue this on here. And then because the gold sequin hearts are flat, we're going to put a couple on here. So just kind of framing that right here. Okay. And then we'll add a couple of these hearts onto here. So put one here and then one here and then one here, like so. So now you have a little Valentine that you can give, you can write a little note on. You can leave it on a friend's door, a coworker. Maybe you hang it in your husband's car Valentine's morning or whatever. But I just think this is so cute. And you could do this way if you don't want that across the front. Like it can go either way. Okay. But I kind of like it with that ribbon on the side over here, giving it a little extra fun. So what do you think about that? I have a few different variations. And so I was just going to wrap up and show you some of those because I don't think we'll have time to make them all. But when I was doing the die cutting, let me get these out of the way. When I was doing my die cutting, I went ahead and cut a couple of other pieces. So I have a little bee, the little bee that is in the die cut. Is that the cutest? Look at that little thing. I love those little gold hearts. They're so pretty. And I use the wood foil paper. I'm not even sure if it's still around or not, but this paper, it might be in the last chance section, but I use this to do my foil cutting so that the bee has some little white flecks in him. And then I did do a few of the beehives, and so I have some little pieces that were from the negative of that I thought would be cute on here. And so I have this piece again, so same kind of layout from the base of it in a sense. But I have another heart. So I have a vellum heart that I thought would be good on here. So that's going to go on. And then I have the silhouette, or I'm sorry, not silhouette, the frame. Okay. And then this is for another sentiment. And I have planned for this one to use the You Have My Heart. I think that fits on there. And then I have a little bee that I was going to put on here as well. And then I thought, oh, well, if I have the bee on here, I can use some of these little hive negative pieces to put on here as well. The little foil accents and stuff to put on here. Now I could always bring in another heart. So I did put one in there. If I wanted to have you know, 3 hearts on here, because you know, threes are always good. But there's just a lot of little ways that you can kind of create a totally different little hanging treat for a friend. Okay. And so that is one that I have that I want to put together. And then I have 2 other ones I'll show you before we wrap up today. This one's kind of fun. I also wanted to show you something with this one. So again, like I said, we have the pieces that go here and here. Now on this one, I want 5 hearts, 5 connected hearts. And so we did this the other day, but I found this really fun idea to fix it so that the heart gets cut right. So I have 2 strips, and so I want the edge to match, right? This edge. And so if I line it up over here, then I can just take my paper snips and cut right around that edge. And then I have a better die cut piece. Okay. And then you can have it for your piece. So I want that for here, but I was thinking I would color it. Okay. Again, thinking I would color it probably with a Flirty Flamingo color. All right. And then I have this Flirty Flamingo heart that I was going to put on here. So this is going right on here. This is going down here like so. And then this heart is going there. Then I was going to bring in this love sticker. All right, to go up here like so. And I thought the little bumblebee could come down here on one of the little hearts at the bottom. It'll show up then because the hearts will be colored. Okay. And then again, I have a piece to put on the back. And of course would add some of the embellishments, either the Flirty Flamingo little like gem hearts, or the foil, the gold sequence hearts. But that's one that I had put together to make. And so let me show you my last one. I just think these are so cute, and would be fun to share with your family and friends. So, all right, this is the last one that I have to show you. So again, this top piece and the bottom piece. Okay. Now, on here, I want to stamp on the white heart. Okay. So that's probably going on last, but I have this heart again, the one that is the Flirty Flamingo. Okay. And then I have this, did some vellum die cuts. So this is a vellum piece. And I'm going to keep it on the green, the shaded spruce. I'm not going to have these going off. So I'm just playing around here to get it right. Okay. And then I thought, oh, well, this could just come and go all the way down at the bottom. I suppose these could even rise up a little bit if I could get my fingers to work, right? So it could just rise up a little bit like so. All right. And then I thought the words love would go on here, and then there's the stamp that says you, and so love you would go right here. Okay. Then I have the little beehive, and so I thought, oh, well, that could just come in over here and just be a little accent, right? And then I have a bee that we could put on here like so. And I have these other hearts, so I could always color and add some of those, but I don't think I need it on this one. I just think these are so cute. And then you can have a place to write a note on the back. and just a little memento. You know, you could package it with a candy, get a candy bar or something like that. But a lot of fun to make these, I think. And so once I get them made up, I will post them, pictures of them in the group, and that would be a lot of fun. So, all right, so let's see what we got. And like I said, this here can easily be made into a card. So if you didn't want to punch the holes, you don't punch the holes, right? And you could use this ribbon. I can even take it off of here and show you, right? You could do the ribbon as well, but you could basically have the ribbon coming up one side, or you could do one of those like things behind it, with the ribbon kind of poking out of the sides. This is kind of a big piece of ribbon, but you know, basically having it come through the elements. I think it would be easier if I did it like this, you know, so that you are getting the most of it, right? But there's an easy, you could just easily have it right on here and maybe frame it with a solid piece or something like that. But these little things just make an easy card too. So this piece here, just in case you're wondering, this piece is, let me get my ruler in the right direction. So across it is 3.5, and it is 4 inches long. Okay. And then each of these strips were 4 by, or I'm sorry, 3.5, right? I think that's what I said. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Yes, 3.5 by 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch. All right. And then the white piece on the back is 3.25 by 3.25. And those are basically the pieces for this. Okay. And it was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys like that idea. And I will, like I said, share pictures in the group once I get them all put together. And so I guess the next time we are together, I think there will be, we'll be in this kit still. Okay. And we will probably make some Valentine cards, or more inclined to be for Valentine's Day. I just want to show you all the different ways that you can use these, because you're my favorite. This little card right here, you're my favorite. It could be for a birthday. Like, it doesn't have to be for Valentine's. I mean, yes, there's a bunch of hearts on here, but I love hearts, you know, all year. So, and then let me pull our other card out that we made one more time to show. And we made this cute flip card. And so thanks for joining today, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and or a great rest of your weekend, and a great week ahead. Thanks for joining. Bye.